Alright, we're getting ready to take care of rewrapping the seat for this Toyota pickup truck. And as you can see, I've already stripped the old seat cover off. Got the new seat cover sitting right here, and I'm going to show you a couple things you'll need to do before you put your seat cover on your seat. So on your original seat cover, you'll notice that there are some wires that are embedded in the fabric, and this wire is underneath a headrest, and then there's a pocket for that wire there. Now some people reuse the old wires, some people will get coat hangers. It doesn't really matter what you use as long as you use something that is stiff enough to work. I'm going to reuse the old ones because they're already pre-cut. One of these was damaged, so I'll probably have to get another piece of wire for it. But you do need these wires in order to hold the seat cover on. They help with the binding process, which is where the seat cover fabric is clamped or hog ringed to the actual steel chassis of the seat itself. If you don't have that, there's a potential that it'll rip through the fabric and your seat cover will come off. So take a little bit of time. You have to go through and either cut yours out or get new wires, and then we'll go over the installation process. It's really just going to be a time lapse, so just kind of give you guys an idea on what to do. Tools for removal. Essentially just something to cut the old hog rings off with. These are hog ring installation pliers here. Put the ring in there, squeeze it. Basically how that works. Or you can get this DeWalt preloaded hog ring plier, and basically you squeeze this, and as you squeeze it, it kicks out a rolled ring. So this is great for quick work. It doesn't work in every scenario because sometimes you can't get the plier head down in there, but if you can get the plier head in there, definitely makes your life easier. Otherwise, you go old school with the old hog rings and the pliers. Alright, I'm going to pull these rods out, and then we'll go ahead and transfer over and get this seat put together so I can get it back in the truck. Okay, so you saw me insert a couple wires here. Essentially I just put a small slit in the back of the seat cover just to insert the wire in, then we feed it all the way across. In this case, this portion of the fabric has the binding slot already for these, so we're just going to insert it on this open end, feed it across just like so, and it's got these little rounded clips just so the wire doesn't fall off. Not all seat covers are going to be made the same. This is plenty for what I've got to do. I'm just going to clip it in there and leave it to hold it in place. What I did want to go over is, in some cases where you have closed sides, and I say closed sides where it was completely sewn over on both ends, where you can't get your rod in there. So you see I put a small slit in there. Be careful not to go through the back of the seat cover. Just go through the front. I'm sorry, the front of the seat cover, just go through the back where you can not see where you've done what you've done, because this will be hidden behind the seat. And this little rod here that goes on the side, we'll need to do the same thing here. Now, in some cases you may be able to slide it in like so. I think this one's double folded, so I'm actually going to have to slit the seat cover and then slide it up in this way. And you can go top to bottom, bottom to top, whichever you prefer. Again, be careful not to cut into anything you don't want to. So you don't want to cut through here because your wire would be showing out, or it might start to fray on the outside. You also don't want to cut too close to your stitching here because it'll start to unravel. So make sure you don't do that. Try to cut it in the center. Then you can take your wire and just insert it like so. Now in this case the wire is completely hidden in there, even at the bottom. So wire is completely hidden in this case. Sometimes it'll be completely hidden, sometimes it'll hang out. It just depends on how long the wire is, how your seat cover is made, etc. So this particular seat cover has one additional binding strip across the seat. It was made with an additional one, so I'm going to go get a coat hanger and I'll cut some of these to put in here. I'll take care of that. Then I've got the one that goes along the bottom strip here. This is around the base of the seat, and I'll have to do the same thing. Just make a small incision here and then slide this long wire in around the perimeter of the seat. So basically slide it in here and then work it all the way around, and then it'll be ready to install on the seat itself, and we'll move to the next step. Alright, here we go. Got it all hog ringed. Got it wrapped. A little imprint right there. Reworked that a little bit. That's where I had folded the seat up. So yeah, we'll pull that out a little bit. Outside of that, it turned out pretty nice. I have no complaints. I had to put my steamer on there to get those wrinkles out of the fabric, but it'll kind of do that as it stretches out anyway. Alright, so here is the result for the rewrapped seat. I put the steamer on there to get some of the wrinkles out there and up here on this headrest here. But overall, came out really good. So I'll put the name of the upholstery company here on the screen. They're out of California. They did a solid on this one. I mean, it looks good. I really don't have any complaints. Turnaround time was not really that great and their communication is lacking, but they still provided something that did get the job done. So if you want to deal with them, that's them. They have these on eBay, but I had trouble finding one with the small notch. A lot of them have the large notch because they had the 5-speed and the 4-wheel drive, and the hump was back a little bit further in the 4-wheel drive, I think because of the transfer case. So most of the covers you find online will be the large hump and not the small hump. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to get this thing installed in the truck and wrap up a couple things, then we'll do a walk around on the truck and get it back to its owner.